everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Today, there's going to be a pair of wide receivers looking to make big plays on the field. It's the Patriots going up against the Lions. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth. So we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Hello, folks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And a moment ago, Larry gave us a look at the two #1 receivers that'll be facing off here. But you think it's more than just one-on-one? Both these teams, they've got a number of pass-catching options.
And I'm eager to see how both teams will attack the opposite defenses, because is it going to be where they're going to be a dart-throwing team, throw it short and try and make plays that way? Or will the long ball be a part of it? But you're right, lots of options for both of these squads.
Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway from Ford Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Detroit Lions offense will be under the direction of that man, Matthew Stafford, who in 2017 was third in the league in passing yards. Seems like he's up around the top every season, over 4,400 of them. Best yards per attempt average of his career, sort of interesting.
Yeah, and how about the level he is playing? You've mentioned it already. The big thing I've liked about him is he's really cut down on his turnovers. He continues to mature as a quarterback. They've got to give him help in the running game, though. And we've been saying that for how many years in Detroit? That absolutely has to happen, because if so, he will continue to ascend as one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Now the longtime Patriot, it's LeGarrette Blount, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And the big boys up front in the trenches, what do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them, because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Out of the gun, Stafford. And Blount has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. For the AFC champion New England Patriots, here are the starters on the defensive side.
Well, they will be retooled in 2018, but still some familiar faces. Trey Flowers, a defensive end, their best pass rusher. Dante Hightower, injury-plagued in 2017. They expect him back full-time for this season. And back deep, Devin McCourty, he orchestrates their defensive secondary, the only Pro Bowl representative off of their defense in 2017.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the first down yardage there. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3-and-out. They did. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end, Luke Wilson, was the target, and that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Here's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I know coaches always tell us that they make decisions about these types of plays, this type of a fake, earlier in the week to take the emotion out of the deal. I don't know that that was really true here. This one felt like all of a sudden, hey, I have a feeling about it. Let's go ahead and get it, and it just didn't work.
Yeah, I know one thing. They wish they had it back.
Yeah, they certainly do, but the buck stops with the head coach on that one. He has to green light that attempt.
On first down, Brady. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And a little spin cycle, room to run now. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Bolden, 67 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So let's discuss the Detroit Lions as their offense makes their way back out there, Charles. Last 3 years, including a playoff loss in 2016, they're 25-24. They're going to have a new head coach, of course, Jim Caldwell, let go at the end of the year. You know, it always seems like the Lions are stuck right in that middle ground. 7-9, 8-8, 9-7. Can they make that jump to go higher than that?
One would think so, but I think they're going to need to add some pieces to their team because, as you noted, right in the middle ground, they can throw the heck out of it, but they can't run it on offense. On defense, they got a little bit better against the run, but what about the pass rushers? Because Ziggy Ansah played hurt most of the season, couldn't be his normal explosive self. They've got to get some more help there, some extra people at the second level at linebacker in order to keep up with the high-powered offenses in the NFC North.
Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Here's Blunt. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Patriots take over. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. A dump off here to Bolden. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen. James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Brady with a give to Bolden. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's 3rd down and inches.
And when you don't pick up the necessary yardage in that situation, sometimes it starts to put a little doubt in the play caller's mind about what he's going to run on the next play. Because most of them, they thought they were going to pick it up right then and there. Now they've got to adjust what they're doing, adjust what they're thinking, and maybe they go away from what they originally thought.
They'll run again with Bolden. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Here's Bolden, powering forward. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
They run with Bolden. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 38 yards on the scamper there.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
First and 15 here behind the chains. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. These say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
On first down at Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st down, Stafford here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play action. Stafford. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Fielded about a yard deep. And hello, he's going to be knocked backward as he'll be marked down at the 21-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Here's Bolden to start the drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the first quarter of play. 7-3 the score. We're back to the Motor City after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Brady to throw on 2nd down. His throw incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Kerry Hyder able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Now blown. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that. Big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
Again, here's Blunt. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's complete to Luke Wilson. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. And tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. And some room to maneuver. And avoids the contact by sliding. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do. And you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. On the handoff, they start with Bolden. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
That was a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong. He's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
And a dump off to White. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. This will be fielded at the 17. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Lions will take over. And time to spotlight Golden Tate. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts, one of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved.
Offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
From the gun, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. The Lions on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Stafford, and that is incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here's Sam Martin now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Now it's Boulder. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down.
Nice job. Nice patience right there. Put him on the right side. Let him work his way across. Put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A play fake to Bolden. Now Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Reeves-Maybin not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's Ryan Allen now as he's on to punt for New England. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. When halftime rolls around in just a bit, we'll send you to Orlando. You will hear the dulcet tones of Mr. Larry Ridley with our EA Sports halftime report.
Does dulcet mean good?
Yeah, it's just something that broadcasters say. It's got to be good, right?
It's got to be good.
You tell me.
Well, it's got to be good if Larry's doing it.
To throw on second down is Stafford. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down. They're just 1 yard. Throwing on third down, Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily, fell incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. They'll run it here. This is James White. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's a look at Golden Tate as he heads back onto the field now. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. To throw is Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Stafford on 1st down. He hits Riddick underneath. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Lions are up right now and are looking to keep up the pressure moving forward. The Patriots didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Patriots with possession halfway through one. Bolden's got a running lane here, and this long run goes for a touchdown. We go now late in the first. Bolden's going to head outside to the right, and he'll be tackled at the 26-yard line. Now to late in the second. Defense will get to the quarterback here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continually wants the football. Why? He knows the offensive line's going to give him great effort, and he gives great effort himself to finish off runs.
They stay on the ground. Here's Bolden again. And a short gain down to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
To throw on third down, Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Bolden, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They'll begin here with Blunt. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since what, 2010, his rookie year, and 18 touchdowns in the regular season, and no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll run it here with Blount. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. They're able to locate Wilson. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. He completes it to Tate. And he'll be brought down short of the 15, but a really good move on the run. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because you're right, they have had no room to breathe. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing is Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash, this from 33. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will cut the lead down to just 2. Well, it can be a thankless job sometimes, but they'll be thanking their kicker here. That's now 4 field goals for him. He's kept them in the game.
He sure has, but this offense is going to need to find its rhythm because it's going to take more than field goals to win this football game.
now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. Here's Matthew Slater to return it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. First down, Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Brady to throw on second down. And this is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on third and inches.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Brady. And it's a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Now a carry for Blunt. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Lions on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake it at Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. And to give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Brady. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about.
Illegal catching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 29. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st down at Stafford. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Stafford. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Brady now on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Whoa! It still won't go down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. And they got to go thank the guys on D.
Fresh set of downs here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
When we drop defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Extra point try for Gostkowski. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now LeGarrette Blount gets set to go again on offense. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about the 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
They start on the ground here with Blount. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Stafford to Jones, enough for a Lion first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st down, Stafford here. Screen pass to Blount. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Stafford looks to throw again. A swing pass caught. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
First and goal from the 1 as they look to punch it in. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal. Defense digging in again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blount taking it in. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends in a touchdown run by LeGarrette Blount. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And now a 1st down following that long gain. The play fake to Bolden. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. And he'll give it here to his running back. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Brandon Bolden, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. On the return, Dwayne Washington. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a first down throw. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Stafford on first down. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down is Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Throwing again is Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Then Tate's got it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 15 yards there for number 15. Throwing on first down. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game planned a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape what he should expect. They changed things up on him a little bit and caused that slow start. But the best ones, they take it as a challenge, and they come fighting back, and that's exactly what we saw there.
They run the counter now on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. take a knee here, and that should just about do it. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.